Hello Year 7 and welcome to your lesson on the Tempest. In today's lesson we're going to be learning about the themes of betrayal and deception in the Tempest. So could you write please today's date, which is Wednesday the 24th of June 2020, and the title Betrayal and Deception. You do not need to submit today's work to your teacher, but do please keep it safe. So just pause the video here and go away and write your title, and I'll see you on the next slide. So let's start off with some definitions. So what is betrayal? So synonyms meaning similar meanings. So betrayal is backstabbing, disloyalty, double-crossing, faithlessness, falseness, falsity, infidelity, perfidy, sellout, treachery, treason, two-timing, unfaithfulness. And the opposite, the antonym of betrayal, is allegiance, devotion, faithfulness, fealty, fidelity, loyalty, staunchness, and steadfastness. Those are all fantastic words for you to get to grips with today. So we're going to be thinking about betrayal and the examples of betrayal that we can see in this play. I've put one down for you. Can you write down in your exercise book or wherever it is you're writing what you think are some examples of people being betrayed in this play? So the first one I've written down for you is Prospero was betrayed by Caliban when he tries to attack Miranda after Prospero has taken him into his home. Can you write down a few more? Just pause the video here and they'll be on the next slide. There are quite a few examples of betrayal in this play. I wonder how many you got, or perhaps you got some that even I didn't think of. So we talked about how Caliban betrays Prospero by attacking Miranda, but of course Prospero was betrayed by his own brother Antonio when he tried to kill him and took his title. Prospero was also betrayed by Alonso and Sebastian when they helped his brother. Antonio persuaded Sebastian to kill his brother, although they were unsuccessful. And Caliban betrays Prospero by trying to kill him and rule the island with Trinculo and Stefano. So there are a lot of examples of betrayal in this play. How many of them did you get, and did you find any others? Another theme we're looking at today is deception. So deception is when things are not as they appear to be, or deception can be lying or not telling the truth. Here are some examples of things that happen in the play. I want you to write down whether you think they are real or whether they are fake or created by magic. So there's the storm, the shipwreck, Prospero's promise to set Ariel free, Ferdinand and Miranda's love, the music, Caliban's promises to Prospero, the danger to Prospero from Caliban's plot to kill him, and Prospero's promise to leave magic behind him. So have a think about each of those and say whether you think they are real, or whether they are fake because they've been created by magic. Pause the video here and we'll have a look at them in the next slide. Okay, let's see if you agree with me about whether these things are real or whether they are fake. So first of all, the storm. Now, I think that's fake because it's a magical storm rather than a natural storm, and it's been created by Prospero in order to get his enemies ashore. And so the same with the shipwreck. The ship isn't actually wrecked, and at the end they sail away on it back to Milan. Prospero's promise to set Ariel free. Well, that is real. He does actually do that at the end, once Ariel has done everything that he's asked him to do. Ferdinand and Miranda's love. Well, I think we are supposed to think that that's real. Although it's hard to tell because Prospero brings them together in such an artificial way, but at the end, when they leave the island, they still want to be together. So I think that's supposed to be real love. Caliban's promises to Prospero. Well, these are fake. He promises that he's going to be good, but he's really not. The danger to Prospero from Caliban's plot to kill him, well, there's never any real danger, is there? Because Prospero knows what's going on all over the island, so the danger is not real. Prospero's promise to leave magic behind him. Well, I've put real with a question mark. He does break his magical staff that he uses to do spells, and he does throw his magic book into the sea. So perhaps he really will stay away from magic. Maybe he understands that that's what led him into this path of losing his power in the first place. But perhaps we can't be totally sure about that. One idea might be that in fact the island reveals who people actually really are, and we see them as they are. So yes, there's a lot of deception on the island. There are a lot of things that are not as they appear to be, but some characters really show their true natures as soon as they get onto this island. I'm going to look at one example here. This is the plot to try to kill Alonso, the King of Naples. So within moments of the shipwreck, Prospero's brother is up to his old tricks. He persuades Sebastian that he could kill his older brother and become King of Naples, just like he got rid of Prospero. They also plan to murder Gonzalo because he's a loyal servant and would never agree to serve them. Here is the scene. So I am actually going to read the parts here for this scene. If you would rather just read it to yourself, that's absolutely fine. But I'll read the parts. This is the conversation that happens between Sebastian and Antonio. Now what's happened is that Alonso and Gonzalo have fallen asleep. It's probably a sleep that has been magically induced. It's not a real sleep. And it allows Sebastian and Antonio an opportunity to plot and plan. Okay, so I'm going to start off with Sebastian. I remember you did supplant your brother Prospero. True. And look how well my garments sit upon me, much feater than before. My brother's servants were then my fellows. Now they are my men. But for your conscience? Ay, sir, where lies that? If 'twere a kye would put me to my slipper, but I feel not. Here lies your brother, no better than the earth he lies upon. If he were that which now he's like that's dead, whom I, with this obedience steal, 3 inches of it can lay to bed for ever, whiles you doing thus to the perpetual wink, for I might put this ancient morsel, this Sir Prudence, who should not upbraid our course. Thy case, dear friend, shall be my precedent. As thou got'st Milan, I'll come by Naples. Draw thy sword. One stroke shall free thee from the tribute which thou payest, and I, the king, shall love thee. Draw together, and when I rear my hand, do you the like to fall it on Gonzalo. So this is the plan that they have. And notice here how Sebastian is so easily persuaded to kill his own brother and to kill the king. And as we learnt in the last lesson about the great chain of being, this is an enormous and dreadful crime, but he agrees to do it within a few minutes. Killing a brother is a terrible betrayal of family bonds, and murdering the king would have been seen as an unforgivable crime against the natural order of the world. So, has the island revealed his true feelings of envy and his capacity for murdering innocent people? So yes, there's deception and there is betrayal on this island, but perhaps the island also tells you who you really are. This is what I'd like you to do for a piece of writing today. In your opinion, who is the most deceptive character in the play? Is it Prospero, who's controlling everything and has magic at his disposal? Is it Antonio, the treacherous brother? Is it Caliban, who promises so much? Or what about Sebastian, who would kill his own brother? Or is it the King Alonso, who helped to get rid of Prospero from his title? So write a paragraph explaining your reasons for who you think is the most deceptive character. And a challenge task is this. Write an extra scene. On the ship home, Prospero speaks to his brother Antonio about his evil deeds. Does Prospero really forgive him? So that's the end of your lesson for today, and I will see you again on Friday for another lesson on the Tempest. Goodbye for now.